What's going on, guys? ChaseWins.com coming to you for Thursday, December the 5th. Get you on a free play video. Been teetering between free play videos, live shows. Some days when I go live, I do not do a free play video because typically when we go live, we give out multiple free plays. So at least one, but usually most of the time two, sometimes even three. So congrats to everyone that tuned in yesterday. So we did not do a normal free play video, but we did a live show, a little over 2 hours long, a couple of free plays, and it was a good show. So haven't done a free play video in a couple of days. We've been recapping on the live show, except for yesterday we didn't do an official recap on the day before as far as every game that we had, but no worries because we can do one here today. It was a good day nonetheless. 2 days ago we had two top play winners, SMU, which was free, LSU, another top play winner. We swept the NBA, we swept the NHL 3-0. Day before went 4-0. We have just been winning day after winning day after winning day after winning day. NHL is now above 73% for the season, above 92% on NHL top plays. NBA is rolling along. I don't know of anyone else that has the NBA record that we do. Certainly not as impressive as NHL or college basketball is right now. But yesterday we take our first loss in college basketball in a while because we actually dropped the top play. So let's get into a recap of that because you know what? Losing days happen every now and again. And over here, unlike other services, we don't sweat it. The customers don't sweat it. You have your degenerates that'll come through, buy something, and win for 6-7 days straight, then lose one, and they freak out. But you know what? That's fine because then that lets me know who they are, what kind of player they are, that they're not serious. And that way I can go ahead and eliminate them from the equation after it's all said and done, and we can move on to more serious people. So yesterday, it wasn't a bad day. It really wasn't. It was actually a good day of games. We were on the right side of a lot of stuff. One thing that killed us yesterday and prevented us from having the profitable day that we should have had was two pushes. That's really where it wasn't the losses that hurt us in the end. It was, the pushes. And don't get me wrong, a push is certainly better than a loss. I'll take it over a loss any day of the week. But to have two in one day is rare, and that's what we had yesterday. So start out in the NBA because we did lay off in the NHL yesterday. We had two plays in the NBA, the Brooklyn Nets -3. That was a fairly easy win from start to finish. They're finally starting to play as a team a little bit. I don't know how long it's going to last when you're on a team with Kyrie Irving. It's destined to be a team controlled by a ball hog who thinks that he's God's gift to basketball. So I think that maybe him and James Harden should just be a two-man team somewhere and let them do whatever they do. And then we'll let the people that actually want to play basketball, which is a team sport, do their thing and with actual franchises. So Brooklyn Nets -3, easy winner. The Pacers and the Thunder under 211 points. I know some people were asking me because they were getting it at 210.5. So I said on the live show yesterday, because we actually gave that play out for free, I said I like the under as long as you can get it at 210 or higher. The line opened up at 213 in that range. It came down fairly quick. Yesterday when we were doing the live show, I was seeing anywhere from 211 to 212, depending on what book you were looking at. But the majority of the books, so your overall consensus was right there at 211. I had personally bet the game at 212, but I gave out the free play as 211 as well as the premium play, and told everybody that as long as you can get 210, don't lay 209.5, 209. Don't do that. 210 or higher, you're good. It's still a premium play, and I think they scored 207. So another winner there and a free play. So a sweep in the NBA. Then we get into college basketball. Villanova was our early game, 6:30 p.m. They were laying 13. They didn't. Here's the thing. Villanova's still a good team. One thing that they're lacking that they've been so good at was the year Villanova won the national championship a couple of years ago. I was telling everybody, I don't think that I've ever seen a team that was so good at passing the ball and making sure that every man on the team put their hands on it during every possession. I mean, that's Dean Smith basketball. But I've never seen a team do it so well as that national championship Villanova team did. Now, they still pass well. They're just regressing a little bit. They're not doing it as well, but they're in somewhat of a rebuild. Still a good team. Still a team that's, going to be in the hunt for a tournament spot come March, but they didn't cover the 13-point spread. So there's where we take our first loss of the day. Let's go ahead and jump into we'll go over the next game. We'll do it down the line. We had Tennessee minus 29. Now, I put under this game a small write-up, and I said I hate laying points like this with a team like Tennessee. They're not to be trusted with spreads of this magnitude, and everyone knows that I don't trust Tennessee overall as a team. However, my power rankings and my true belief that Tennessee is still a true top 25 team. My personal power rankings and overall personal rankings have Tennessee the number 21 ranked team in the country, to be exact. Florida A&M in my rankings are all the way down at 346 out of 353 Division I teams. So I'm laying the points. I don't like it, but I'm doing it. And again, guys, I'd make that decision over again. It's very rare that you will ever see me give out a game that's minus 29, minus 30, something like that. But in a game like that, you had to play it based on stats. Truth be told, this was 1% away in my system from making top play status. I wouldn't, even if it had made it, I wouldn't have made it a top play because I'll never lay 29 on a top play. I just won't do it. But I had to add it to the card, just like yesterday during the live show. I told everybody, if you want to play Gonzaga and lay 30 points, do so because they're going to cover it. Am I going to release the game? No. But if you even have remote interest in this game where you think you may play it, there's only one way you can. Either take Gonzaga or lay off the game completely. And what did Gonzaga do? They covered. But Tennessee, we laid 29. They won by 29 because of a garbage layup or whatever it was right there at the end. They had the game covered. I think they were up by 31. So we pushed. Sucks. We had the game won. It wasn't by much, but we pushed instead of winning it. Georgia Bulldogs minus 22. That was one that actually made the top play cut, but I wasn't going to have 3 top plays in one day, so I had to go with the higher-ranked game. But Georgia ended up taking care of business, minus 22, very easily. Then we have Tulane, minus 2. Probably one of the easiest ones on the board all night. That was a blowout win. Our other free play for the day was SIU Edwardsville, minus 12. They were playing Chicago State, which is actually the worst team in D1 basketball per my power rankings at 353 out of 353, and SIU Edwardsville does not take care of business. Now we get into our final 2 plays. Marquette minus 19, top play. It was a push because of another garbage time shot with 2.4 seconds left and an unguarded 6-point shot in the paint to go from up 21 to up 19. So a push there. And then we have Utah State as a top play. That game disappointed me. That game disgusted me. You have these group of pasty white boys in Utah that know good and well they can't play street ball. They can't play cute, style point basketball. It's fundamental basketball is all you play. And they're fairly talented. They're a good basketball team. They are a true top 25 team. In my opinion, nationally ranked everything. But they go out there and get San Jose State, chalk it up to a win before the game even starts, and you see them start trying to make these stupid, cute little passes between the legs, do all this. And you can tell from the start, they do not have the skill set to do this. They're not that type of team. No Utah State team has ever been or will ever be that. But they keep trying to do it. They're going into halftime. They're only up by 3, I think, which that didn't worry me. A lot of times, teams that are laying 19-20 will only be up by 3, 4, 5 points going into the half. And then second half, once the other team starts to run out of gas, they blow the doors wide open. That didn't concern me. But the way they played in the second half, still trying to be cute, they were making the worst passes I've ever seen. So they kept turning the ball over. They were taking stupid shots. They weren't getting them to fall. They couldn't rebound. And they were letting San Jose State, they would go up by double digits. They went up by 13 with 6 minutes, or basically 7 minutes left. I said, okay, plenty of time left. They're going to start, opening it up right here. They're going to start burning clock and taking three-pointers and then driving and drawing fouls. This team will still win by at least 20. Nope, what did they do? They turned the ball over 3 different times and allowed San Jose State to draw a foul, and when it went from up 13 to up 5 in a matter of 35 seconds. At that point, with about 6 minutes and 20 seconds to go, I knew no hope. So I sat there in disgust and watched that team not cover the spread, and I was praying they would find a way to lose it outright. So we did drop the top play, but it's okay. With the win on Brooklyn Nets, the Pacers, Tulane, Georgia, we did drop the top play on Utah State. It was a very small losing day, so it's okay. Not a big deal. At the rate we've been winning, not just wins versus losses, because that's been great, but top play wins, multiple top play wins in one day, plus money plays in NHL. We are up so much money right now, it's unreal. And I went back and did an average last night because people were asking about getting on top play months and top play years. And I said in the last 12 months, on average, on top plays alone, we are going between 7 and 10 top plays in a row, winners, before we drop 1 to 2 top plays and start another run. That's on average. Sometimes it goes more, sometimes it doesn't go quite that much. But an average for the last 12 months in all sports, that's what your top plays are running. We're running streaks of anywhere from 7 to 10 top play winners in a row before dropping 1 to 2 top plays in a row and then starting it all over again. You can't beat those odds, guys. So, anyway, enough of that. Today, special, it's Thursday, so what I'm going to do, the 3-day pass. If you want the 3-day pass, I'll add a 4th day to it for free so you can get through Sunday. So $50, 3 days, you get the 4th for free. I am going to do the same thing for the 7-day pass. If you buy the 7-day pass, you will get the 8th day for free for $99. That is today only. It ends at midnight. No exceptions, no extensions, no nothing. Don't even email me about it. We are looking at multiple big top plays for this weekend, as I stated earlier in the week and on the live show. One of those games we have circled does go tomorrow. We will not know until late tonight or tomorrow if we are going to pull the trigger on it. You will know if it happens. And then there is a big one for Saturday as well. Obviously, we will let you know. But I do have a feeling there will be at least one big top play to step out on for this weekend. So stay tuned for that. But the special for today, 3-day and 7-day, either one you want, $50 or $99, you will get a day added on to it for no charge. If you are currently on a subscription of 3 days or 7 days, and you still got a few days left or whatever, and you want to buy this and take advantage of the extra day, you can do so, and it will just start when your other one expires. So make sure you jump on that. Let's get you on a free play. It's kind of slim pickings today. We've got a decent amount of NHL action, but as far as basketball, it is going to be a little bit slim. So for right now, I do want to look at some shoot-around reports for what's going on today. I kind of just have to go with the information that we have at this very moment. I think the game that I think will probably be the best matchup will be Furman versus Auburn tonight. We're not going to do a play on that one. Let me check a line real quick and see what we're working with, make sure nothing's changed. I don't like laying the points, guys, to be honest with you. I really don't. But in saying that, this should be a walk in the park. It really should be. I tell you what, we may hold off on that one. Let me look at something real quick. I may give you a hockey play instead, one that I've already got locked in on the premium card. I'm going to go with an underdog here. I'm not going to get into too much detail about it. I just think they're in a perfect spot to win on the road. And it's a game involving the Colorado Avalanche, Montreal Canadiens. Canadiens have been up and down. They're peaks and valleys all year, which that's what a lot of hockey is. Colorado has actually played very well this season. 17-8 on the year. But if you look at the games that they've won, one thing that they do that other teams don't do as well is in hockey, you can't just win. You have to pick up points in those wins to keep advancing and keep growing and, going out there to take over your division. And that's one thing Colorado does very well. And if you look at Colorado versus other Western teams on the road, they play the same hockey on the road as they do at home. I don't think that Colorado holds much of a home ice advantage. They're either better or they're not. And they don't get fazed by being on the road like other teams do. Now, obviously, any team can get fazed by a team like Boston or Vegas or somebody like that when they play and the atmosphere is just so electric. But Colorado, for the most part, they're mainstream when it comes to playing at home versus playing on the road. You don't see any difference. And I like that about them. Montreal opened up at minus 130. And they're all the way down to minus 110. I can see 1, 2, 3 plus 105s for Colorado. It's not much of a dog. Very, very slight road dog. But it's a road dog that I think wins outright. You have no benefit whatsoever in taking the puck line at plus 1.5 because you were going to lay 250 to do so. And if you look at that right there, laying 250 to get a puck and a half, that should tell you something right there that the odds makers truly believe that this is a pick'em game that Colorado has just as much chance and opportunity to win as Montreal does. I am going to take my chances with the road dog to win outright. And I like the Colorado Avalanche at plus 105 as your free play for today. Jump on one of the specials. Be on the lookout for a game of the week and or month coming this weekend. And I will see you guys back tomorrow. Maybe today for a live show late this afternoon. We'll just have to see how it goes. So if you need anything, shoot me an email, and I'll be back in touch later today. See you guys.